Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Renee. If you're new here, please subscribe. And today we are going to try making lotion. So I'll put the recipe down in the description box. This is from, I believe, Elise. Yes, whole Elise. I'll put the recipe in the description box. So right now I'm going to measure out my water phase, which is going to be glycerin, or you can use honey. I'm going to use glycerin, and I'm going to use vegetable glycerin and water, distilled water. Okay, so I have my scale set to grams, and we're going to measure out 67 grams carefully. I was almost precise. Let me see. That's 77. 74. 72. Okay. Okay, that's 69, and I'm going to leave it like that. Seeing as I'm going to use cocoa butter instead of the shea butter, which is a lot harder than shea butter, so I'm thinking that's going to be okay. And then 2 grams of, so it would be, it should be 71 now. I could, okay. Let me bring the scale back to 0. That was quick. Okay. Too much. Okay, so next I'm gonna do the oil phase. Bring the scale to 0. So it needs 12 grams of butter and 10 grams of oil. Okay, so I went ahead and put all the oil phase in this measuring cup. I put castor oil, cocoa butter, and the emulsifying wax. And this is the water phase, and I have them both in the same pot. And I would say everything is melted now. The blender here. So just after a few seconds, it's pretty pale white from a yellow creamy color. So I'm going to continue. And I think it says for like 5 minutes. Okay, so I've been mixing the lotion and it's still, let me turn this back off. It's been a few minutes. It's still liquidy. I am going to go ahead and add in the a gram of, what is this, lemon oil. Well, not a gram. I mean, this is just such a small amount, but it does have a heavy castor oil scent to it. I think that's all I want to put in it. And then vitamin E oil. I do not have the preservative. Definitely put the preservative in there. I am going to just use this vitamin E oil, and it will not last me too long. I might even put the lotion in the refrigerator if I feel I need to. But you definitely want to, pretty thick now actually. You definitely want to, you can kind of see the consistency and thickness is still dripping, but some lotions are pretty liquidy. But I feel like in the post on her website, hers was pretty thick. But it's still kind of warm to the touch, the glass, so it's going to still cool a bit and solidify. But I've already tried it and it's very nice. This is for me, so it's fine. So it feels very moisturized. I might have a slightly oily feel, but I don't mind that at all. But it's still not like a whipped shea butter where it's very oily and greasy. It's, you can feel the moisture and you can feel that it's oily a little bit too. So while I was letting that cool, I'm working on another batch of my hair pomade that I made, I think last year, just the same way. And I'm letting this cool. So I'll link that video too. So I think I'll go ahead and pour it into whatever container I'm going to use. What I think is when I take this out of the pot after I mix it, I need to pour it into the container, maybe another container or the container is going into, and it will cool faster because the measuring glass is still hot and it's retaining the heat. So if you pour it into something else, it'll cool faster. I don't really mind, but yeah, it's definitely kind of thick consistency, so this is not gonna really last too much time. It's just what is this? like less than a cup, like a half a cup of lotion. I can smell the lemon. Not too strong. I didn't put a lot in there. So that's it. And next time, once I get the preservative, I'll probably make a bigger batch, like a quart size, probably. There is a lot of air bubbles in there because of the immersion blender. Alright, thank you for hanging out with me. Do check out Elisa's blog. She has a lot of different DIY recipes for different hair care and body and skincare products. Thank you.